Testing, testing. Okay, looks like the mic's working. Anyways, good evening, everyone, and welcome to another Tales of Berseria stream. Let me just add my Discord real quick. So, they ended up not really streaming over the weekend, which I figured I wasn't going to do, but yeah, we'll be back into it now. Which I haven't played at all since I last streamed this game, so we're not missing out on anything. We finished up all the tasks, and we have one big task to do at the moment. Ooh, my expedition's turn.
Take a look at this.
So close.
Scout ship setting sail.
I just want to get that last treasure, whatever it is. But yeah. Just want to take care of one more thing before I actually continue the game. Which I'm pretty sure I've seen it already at this point. It's like... in this area, like, it's pretty much in this area somewhere. I do want to take care of that at least.
I'll finish this quick. Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try. Mayhem. That's all. Let's go. How's that?
Nice.
I wish I had power like that.
So yeah, we're just gonna start with something chill and then we're gonna continue the story. Nice.
Come on, really?
Oh, actually, yeah, I would want to go this way. But considering the level, I believe I should be able to take that monster on. At least I think I should be able to.
They were nothing.
And we started leveling up along the way, which, like I said, I could have done this off stream, but I just ended up not stream. I wasn't really feeling like playing this. But anyways, oh yeah, so basically, I just had family over during the weekend, so I didn't want to disturb them with my streaming and such. So yeah, that's basically the reason why I didn't stream at all over the weekend.
We're finished here.
Also to consider, I am going to be streaming a bit more.
Here I come.
We're dead.
Your style is really unique.
So yeah, we're just gonna see how far I go from here.
We're finished here. Let
Or at least I should be able to finish a story arc tonight. And get started on the next one somewhere. Should be able to. We'll see. In the meantime, we're gonna try to skip as many enemies as we can, just so we can get through this. But I know I do get something easier to help me with this, but if I could do it now, why not? Sort of the I currently have with myself. All that said, hope everyone's been having a good. Hope everyone had a good weekend. I hope everyone's week's been off to a good start. Hopefully I can avoid these enemies. Yes, I can. Yeah, that big red circle is what I'm trying to get to. And it will contain the main story. That
Well,
did a lot of damage.
let's move on.
Good thing I'm still alive, thankfully, but hey. That was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Just in case. Also, might as well get this stuff on here too. Yeah, so far in my opinion, this game is sort of the same. I'm able to at least enjoy this game. Which, granted, I also do have biases against this game just because I've already played Tales of Arise. But this game's alright, I'd say. Regardless of my overall opinion that I've heard. I'm at least able to enjoy this game.
You're fit.
Come on, really?
At least this is a chill part now.
I'll finish this quick. Unarmed? Hardly.
I just enjoy it. Like I said, it's not my favorite system, but I enjoy it enough to play through it at the very least. At this point.
You better be ready. They were nothing.
Yeah, all things considered, at the very least, you know, I'm not really streaming as often as I used to be. I figured I had enough content at least.
You won't get any pity or
Yeah.
compassion from me.
At the very least, I'm not really starting on anything crazy long until Trails Beyond the Horizon, so I figured I had some time to get into this and try things. Just see it for myself. Hey yo, Z-Fly, welcome to the stream. Just continuing Tales of Berseria at the moment. I did contemplate doing something else tonight instead, but I realized I haven't touched this game at all since Wednesday, I think. I figured, might as well. Hope you had a good weekend, though.
You're fighting the Reaper. You're wide open. You're wide open.
You won't get any pity or compassion from me.
That's more or less been chilling chilling while it's raining. Which, I guess this weekend, didn't really do a whole lot, but I was catching up on anime during the weekend, which I was actually finishing up Blue Lock Season 2. Which, I did put off on watching it for a while just because, My Hero Academia. That'll be for later, but I did see a clip that made me interested in watching it. Which was during the final season, but I do plan to get to it at some point. Anyways, I finished Legend of the Galactic Heroes very recently. Well, I caught up with it. I did see Blue Lock Season... Well, I ended up starting on Blue Lock Season 2 near the end of the weekend. Or, well, not even start. I actually did start on it a while ago, but after the first episode of Season 2, I put it off for a bit to do other things. So I went back to it over the weekend. I actually ended up finishing it yesterday, too. Which, I will admit, it sucks. It looks like the creators were sort of forced to crunch it all. I will acknowledge that much. Especially with the points that look like PowerPoint slides. Even so, I'll admit, the overall story with Blue Lock still kept me invested for what it was, personally. And it was worth it, though, as well, for the U20 match that happened. Well, I also played a bit of Unite 2, which, man, it very started to suck. One hand, I was on an 8-game win streak during the weekend, and while I was able to hit 1400, but when I played for the second time, I lost so much progress to say the least, but it is what it is. But it also sucks that some of these things could have been prevented if draft mode was still a thing for those under 1400 ELO. Which I do have to ask, whose idea was it to take draft out of rank
High
or
Priest Gideon will be alone at
gatekeep
night.
at 1400
Rest up.
ELO?
And talk to the tavern keep when you're ready.
The Shadow Guild.
Operates this tavern. It's been that way for generations.
The red scarf is a symbol of the bloodwing butterflies?
Aye, you seem to know a lot. Show that insignia to a person in a red scarf, and they'll help you out.
A red scarf, huh? Anyways, I did see My Hero Academia is ending, so in like 4 episodes or something. Which at
We
least I'll
know
have
for
some
a
reason to
fact
start on
that
it.
Captain Eyfried was on the prison island for a period of time. And it's true that Melchior took him away. However,
Oh, it's over?
I'm
Gotcha.
afraid that is where the trail grows cold.
I do rewatch the lead up to the ending.
In any case,
Damn, from the beginning.
we can be sure that the Abbey has him
That'll be a
captive.
good amount to watch. But it should
But
be
what
fun.
could they possibly want with him? If their aim is merely to fight piracy, they'd publicly execute him or try to lure you out, would they not?
And yet they've done neither. Total silence.
Hell on the
I
side.
wonder.
Okay, gotcha.
Could it be they want to get their hands on the relics some say Eyfried brought back from the far continent?
The relic from across the sea? Have rumors of that strange thing been going around? It's possible. There was a certain relic that the captain was curiously taken with. Kept it safe.
What was it?
That's our business. I'll speak no more of it. But if that's truly what they're after, I highly doubt the villa is where they're keeping him locked up. That's not where they keep their torture implements.
Quite true. At any rate, I thank you for sharing what secrets you could.
I wish you the best of luck on your search for more information.
Oh, Velvet going crazy. Air dreams.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. But I'm hungry. I'm so hungry.
If survival is at stake, an elder sister eating her brother before he inexorably wastes away is not outside the bounds of reason. You needn't hold back, Velvet. Eat, Laphicet.
No. No! The hell with you! You and your disgusting words! What? Why?
You were shouting.
more careful around me. You know full well I'm a demon.
I'm sorry.
Damn.
Awake or asleep, it's all one long nightmare. Smashing objects together is destruction. Smashing feelings together is life. But objects, tools, so much easier to abuse and toss aside.
What does that mean?
It means break time is over. Time to get to work, sweetie. Good thing I showed up in time.
Don't tell me you're coming too.
Sojourn alongside the gloomy demon lady, and the exorcist controlling Bienfu is sure to appear. I told my own fortune, and there it was.
Do your fortunes actually hold water?
I've been in the castle before, you know. How useful to have Magilu along, they said in the future.
Get in my way, and I'll give you the boot.
It's the Viper's Nest. They're always watching.
Yes, but therein lie shadows too. Let's look for someone with a red scarf.
Yeah. Anyways, main thing I finished was pretty much Blue Lock Season 2, which... Have you seen it, Z-Fi, or... I assume no, but... So, animation-wise, I do wish it was better, for the most part. For most of it. Oh, you have? Okay, yeah, I only watched it over the weekend, just because I didn't really have much to do. I do wish the animation... I wish I had the time to have better animations and such, especially early on. But yeah, I like the story and drama that went along with it. That's pretty much what ends up carrying for me, despite some moments. As well as what could happen in the future as well. Which I am looking forward to that too. Here's one I'm glad I waited on though, all things considered. But I'm glad I did finally get to it. Well, I guess I have to sell some stuff. Anyways, a soldier with a red scarf. And now, at the moment, I'm watching Windbreaker Season 2. I guess this year I just ended up waiting on some stuff I was waiting for Season 2, and now I'm trying to get to those ones, basically. Yeah, that also means I probably should get to Dan after this one.
Scout ship setting sail. Scout ship setting sail.
Yeah, I'll get to it when I get to it, basically. What? Well, yeah, and the Game Award nominations actually went out today. which, well, Exposition Territory, I'm not too surprised. Is it? I guess most of the games in the Game of the Year category, I'm not too surprised aren't there. I'm just more disappointed in some categories that were used. Like, well, Best RPG, I felt some games got snubbed personally, but I digress. What's the- ah. Fighting Game of the Year, though, is a pretty funny one, just because when you look at the nominees, there's really only one actual fighting game from that list that came out this year. And that's pretty much Fatal Fury, which I know I'm biased and I played the game, but legit, Fatal Fury is the only actual new the only new fighting game that was nominated from the Game Awards for Fighting Game of the Year. Because 2XKO, I have no problems with the game itself, but it's still
Let's see
early
your
access
papers.
and all that.
Checks out.
And there's two
This tunnel over
collections.
here connects to the castle. It should put
MK
you inside the villa.
Legacy and Capcom Fighting Collection 2, which, I mean, cool collections, but they're all old games, basically. And then Virtua Fighter, which Virtua Fighter 5 is fun.
Watch your step, boy. There are giant crocodiles in
Yeah,
those waters.
Virtua Fighter is cool, but
Crocodiles?
it's the same game from
Croc's favorite meal is
19 years
witches.
ago.
All right, onward and inward. Everyone but Magilu, tread carefully.
Some assassin's crew we are.
But like I said, I have no problem with the games themselves. I just think some games got snubbed personally. Well, I guess it's a good thing Hunter x Hunter isn't on that list, considering that game basically flopped.
The Bloodwings are a serious organization. I'm impressed that they know about this entrance.
And they have agents on the inside to facilitate this little operation, too.
They must have branches working all over the Empire. They've probably even figured out how to get cats and dogs working for them.
Here's a juicy morsel about them. They make sure even their corpses go to good use.
They what?
Long ago, one of their agents stole into the castle. When the guards discovered him, they chased him to this very passage. He dove into the water to escape, and then crunch! Ah! A crocodile devoured him in one massive bite. All that remained was his arm, bobbing to the surface. From this, two important facts were learned.
What were they?
First, they learned of the existence of this passage. Second, they could serve crocodile meat in town. Crocodile meat rubbed with human blood becomes tender and succulent, perfect for Mabo curry.
Then I ate...
If it's so tasty, I'll have to try it. Rubbed with the blood of a lying witch.
That would hit the spot, I think.
And it wouldn't even affect our combat strength.
Hey, the kid's a wreck. It was just a joke to help calm him down.
It was a joke?
Yeah, I totally made up that part about the crocodile. Mabo curry is actually made from man-eating catfish who...
Let's keep moving.
Right.
I'll get you for this, witch killers!
Oh, why are you two here? Oh wait, you're the organization. So you only play as one? You actually have options on who you can play as. You can change who you play as, but I sort of just prefer.
Hey,
I
look,
prefer to stick
the
with.
water level dropped.
You don't think there are any alligators down there,
I
do
prefer
you?
to just stick with the main character, but you can play other characters like
Me? Are you sure?
yeah. You can change who your leader is and who you control in combat and such. Which, it's up to you.
I'm not wait.
Which I'm pretty sure that's most of the Tales of games. I just stick with the MC since they're the ones I'm controlling the most. But I might play others time to time depending on what they attribute. I guess I would have to learn other characters too at that point, but I'd also have to set them up and such as well, which I'm too lazy for that. Nothing here. I see enemy there.
Here I come! Make it
But I'm this close. I will miss. Form zero. One hold up. Forgot the pain in the neck. The research power.
Nice.
I unleashed all my power. Maybe I overdid.
Looks like you want to die.
I'll cut down anyone in my way!
Oh yeah, Z-Fly. I've been hearing some stuff about Risk. All things considered, and needless to say, it might have been a good thing neither of us went to Risk. All things considered. Which, like, on one hand, I like supporting the stuff we have in SoCal just because we don't really have anything anymore. But just hearing from a lot of a lot of people I know, as well as people that went to the event in general, they said they didn't really feel like they got their money's worth for Risk. Why is game audio sound like it's coming? Game audio sound like it's coming out of a radio? It should be just coming from my laptop. Unless my mic's picking that up. Guess I only have one audio source for this. What's up, Polishai? Anyways, yeah, Z-Fly. I was talking with some friends, and needless to say, I've been hearing that the whole event was sort of a mess in general. Well, maybe unless you were there for 2x KO, which... So, the ironic thing about that is because... Well... The whole thing with Risk is, it's supposed to, well, it is a fighting game regional, all things considered. But the main thing about Risk is that it should be an anime fighting game event. Because...
Come on, really?
Risk it's the name of that thing in Guilty Gear. Which it should have been based off that. That was supposed to be the whole point of Risk, all things considered. But apparently... Well, Street Fighter 6, a lot of players I know, whether I'm friends with them or not,
They're supposed to be
they had
protecting
so
the
many
people from
grievances with Street Fighter
demons,
6
but
there
there are
alone.
demons right under their noses.
to say the
Abbey
least.
security is certainly lacking here. The whole point of building those massive walls around the city is to keep people safe inside.
But if there's a demon outbreak on the inside, Those same walls will make it harder for everyone to escape.
The palace covers a lot of ground, so there are tons of hiding places. It wouldn't be hard for a demon to slip in through the waterway.
I'm sure the
Give me
Abbey is
one
aware
second.
of that. Perhaps it's
Yeah,
a trap
Cosmic.
made to lure intruders in.
What? They lure demons in and then ignore them? Something doesn't add up.
I know, right?
Okay. Anyways, just trying to make some progress in Tales of Berseria at the moment. Pretty much starting on that mission where we're supposed to assassinate someone, which pretty much ties into what we were doing prior. But yeah, we're just exploring the dungeon at the moment while I talk about stuff. How's it going though, Cosmic? Hope you had a good weekend.
Looks like you want to die. No escape! No escape! Ready to die? Think you can dodge?
Yeah, Z-Fly.
Perfect mayhem!
Anyways, been telling but you can tell you're gonna kind of get sick. Oof. It sucks to get sick, especially during this time of the year. Wait, hopefully it's nothing too crazy at the very least.
I wish I had power like that.
But yeah, Z-Fi. Apparently, well, so the subs are on PC for G-Fire 6 and most of the games there. Well, actually, it's like a mixture of PC and PS5. But well, from what friends told me, the subs were pretty bad.
That wasn't worth the
Like,
effort.
you've like a good amount of lag. Some matches weren't called properly. Some of the wrong matches were called even.
Well then, let's move on.
Most of my friends oh yeah, and apparently the venue for us apparently had no actual restrooms inside. She pretty much had porta potties outside of it, which I know there's a time we had to do that and such during Smash, but in 2025 for what should be a regional, especially at the place it was at, seems a little questionable. Those are poverty days? Yep. And yeah, it's supposed to be a big event for what it's hosting. But this is a little crazy to me personally. Oh yeah, then I think the biggest middle finger, I think, even though Street Fighter 6 wasn't treated that well and all, I don't think they had, I think who had it worse was actually the anime, so it's like games like Guilty Gear, Grand Blue, and Uni, those games are pretty much scuffed, all things considered. For better or worse, unfortunately. Because apparently, it was pretty, you were like, you've been to pretty much, or yeah, well, I guess the best way for me to describe it is think of it like being treated as like Evo 2016 for Smash 4, I believe. Or you can mention some of the anime games prior, which they were basically scuffed for their experience. Like, they only had a small TV to watch top 8s for most of their anime events. They only had one setup for casuals outside the tournament during the time it was running, which unfortunately, like 2XKO pretty much not only hogged most of the stage, most of the space in that venue, they even conflicted with other events that were happening, which I guess that wouldn't be a bad thing if Risk was a. I guess it wouldn't be a bad thing if Risk was actually. Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad thing if Risk actually was catering towards just 2XK and such, but what sucks about what happened with Risk is because Risk is an actual event for the Arc World Tour. Like, it's a big event for the Arc World Tour, basically. It's supposed to be a legit event for them and such. Which, they were 100% disrespected, to say the least. But yeah, hearing apparently Guilty Gear's Drive, which it did get featured in the main stage for the game, but apparently that bracket ran till mid, like 2 a.m.-ish.
I refuse to fall here.
We should ask Grandmaster. I was planning to ask him at some point when I had the chance. Which I primarily asked my friends from Street Fighter about it, and they were only there for Saturday, so they didn't know much. So they didn't know much about what happened on Sunday, but I saw the stuff on social media, which it's a yikes with how bad it looked like. It was how mismanaged it was for the kind of event it's supposed to be. But all things considered, I think it was just lame for how they were treated. Even though I'm not into anime games myself anymore, it's not fun when you see it's not a good sign when you see your own community feel disrespected at an event. And the worst part is, some people brought it up very, like, reasonably on social media. But some of the people in charge of Risk are basically doubling down on what happened rather than acknowledging they messed up. Which, all things considered, I don't think nothing's perfect. I pretty much have accepted that. But, man. Some people well, I know it's nothing new with people getting defensive, but they are, like, the people in charge are handling it so poorly, to say the least. Like, I can't imagine. And I know they wanted to make this a thing initially, but I can't imagine people wanting to go back after how this year went. Which, I mean, I only went to Risk last year, which, like I said, it wasn't perfect. I had some gripes with it. But all things considered, I was able to overlook the problems just because that was its first time hosting the events. But despite that, it did feel like a pretty cool regional to actually have going forward. That I was hoping would be a mainstay in the future, which is why I was excited for it to happen again this year. But
We need to get through here while it's still nighttime.
The perfect place for prognostication. Eeny, teeny, spiny crow. Which way shall we go?
well, where do we
Magilu.
go?
Oh, verily the icy glare of death. Boy, which way do you think is best?
There must be a way up somewhere. Let's find it.
We're gonna be looking around anyways.
Don't waste my time.
But yeah, see, oh yeah, and Levi, out of curiosity, the name Daniel J doesn't ring a bell, does it?
I
Yes.
can't even call that a
Apparently he's
fight.
supposed to be some melee head from Smash. Of some sorts, from what I've heard. He was the guy basically in charge of Risk and such. This year. He's worked with Kizzy before. Not really? Okay. I was just wondering. I don't think you have to know. You don't really need to know. I just looked up some stuff about him prior and it was just... It just mentioned he was a melee. I assume he was a melee person of some sorts. But needless to say, he's not doing a good job trying to show goodwill for Rusk, unfortunately. Like, I remember I wanted to check out his local just because I like to support the locals in SoCal, but after seeing how he acted, I'm sort of leaning towards not checking it out, unfortunately. He's the guy in charge of Downback, in case you're wondering. Which, like I said, I mean, I have no problems with the people that want to keep going to that event, but man, some friends that have gone there have told me that they didn't like the subs at the events. And then hearing the whole drama with Rusk after does not make me want to go either at this point.
Don't waste my time.
But I'm this close. I won't miss. Form zero.
Oh, and also he works at Riot too, which that's probably why 2XKO got a big spotlight at Risk.
If you want to live, get out of my way.
But either way, I still think it was just lame with how the whole situation was
Why so
handled.
glum, Velvet? The thought of killing a man weighing heavy even on your own damaged conscience.
Not especially. But I wonder how you remain so flippant about it.
Hey, I'm not here to murder anyone. I'm just tagging along in search of my traitor.
Do we have to kill him? Can't we just make him stop this nectar business?
I don't think he'd listen to us.
Huh?
Word in the taverns is that this high priest is a real shady character. The Abbey and the religion are popular now, but 3 years ago, no one had heard of them. High Priest Gideon was the one who led the church through those dark days.
But once Malachim became visible to the general public, and they learned how effective Moloch arts were against demons, that all changed.
Humans are such fools, only believing what they can see with their own eyes.
And once the church had attained popular support, a nasty power struggle swept through the ranks. Many vied for the mantle of High Priest. Charlatans, power-hungry converts, but they all faded away.
They left the church?
No, they all met their maker. Some from disease, others from accidents. And in the end, Gideon became High Priest.
He may be the head of the church, but the people clamor for Shepherd Artorius. That's gotta sting.
Either way, if we're to face him, he might have some tricks up his sleeve. We'll need to keep our eyes open.
It doesn't matter who he is. We just do our job.
This recipe looks real tasty.
Scout ship setting sail.
All this considered, I'm very glad I didn't go to rest this year. Which, like I said, it's not that I don't want to support our scene or anything. It's just legit. Stuff I heard from that alone this year makes me really not want to go, is all. And there are some other personal grievances that other friends I know have of them that are sort of another reason why I'm also glad I didn't support, but hearing the fact that the event itself was sort of a mess is very lame, to say
We're
the
finished
least.
here. Look,
Which I guess also makes me grateful that Festival of Fights is around still. Hopefully it happens next year, though, because, well, this year I had a good time, but it was definitely a lot smaller than it could have been. But most of that was just sort of due to the fact that the event organizers sort of announced it late and such, unfortunately. And what else? Like, and well, I guess not to highlight the negatives, because, well, some positives happened, so, my company usually gives us, like, some kind of gift cards around this time of year for, like, groceries and such, to prepare for Thanksgiving and all that, which, personally, I don't use just because well, I could use it, but I don't really cook that much. So I just give it to my dad and such so he can use it. This year, they actually chose to give us prepaid Visa cards instead. Which were $75 basically. Which, unlike before, now we can pretty much just use this anywhere. Which, I actually used it, I used it to help pay for some eShop gift cards. So I can get those Nintendo Switch vouchers. So I basically paid $25 to get the Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition, and that Shin Megami Tensei and Fire Emblem crossover game. It's like Tokyo Mirage Sessions or something. Because, well, the Nintendo vouchers are going away after this year. So I wanted to take advantage of it beforehand.
I wish I had power like that.
You need to go to my
I'd forget about
workplace.
it if I were you.
Well, this is the first year they actually gave us something I can use, so I figured why not. Just to take advantage of it and all. But yeah, I got some Switch games basically through it. Okay, this should be... Okay, so this is to the boss, so we'll backtrack for a bit. Usually don't get anything? Oh, damn. Well, think about it, I don't think my first job gave me anything. I think, well, I guess because I had somewhat of a managerial position
Don't waste my time.
during its first year. I ended up getting a decent bonus, I think, but I didn't really got anything as a gift otherwise from them. We are also really busy too, so I will admit I definitely have gotten my a good amount of benefit from working at my current place.
That wasn't worth the effort.
But yeah, I got those two games, Xenoblade Chronicles X and Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Which, I mean, Xenoblade Chronicles X, that's actually the Xenoblade game I was waiting for the most to come to the Switch. Just so it wouldn't be stuck on the Wii U anymore. Which, I have finished it before, but I wanted to give it another shot since I did sort of cheese my way through that game.
You'll be rust on my blade. Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try. Perfect mayhem.
Come on, really?
Good work with you. Well, pass on the coffee shop holotai. But yeah, anyways. Those two games... I definitely will stream Tokyo Mirage Sessions if anything. Xenoblade Chronicles X is probably the one I'd lean towards playing on my own. But I might as well stream that as well at some point, depending on how I feel. Since Xenoblade Chronicles X is... Well, I mean, I guess both games are going to be grindy regardless. But I would want to play something new rather than something I've played before at that point. Even though I still have games like Metaphor and Persona 3 Reload to do, which granted, Persona 3 Reload, I am leaning towards doing that on my own. But we'll see. Yeah, checkmate. Thank you for the 25 months. Damn. A little over 2 years. Time really does fly. But appreciate the support as always, though, Jack. Hope your night's treating you well too, which, granted, I assume it's pretty much either midnight or close to midnight for you, so I assume you also can't really stick around for too long. But good to see you though, checkmate. Still trying to make some progress in this game at the moment.
That wasn't
But
worth
that's
the
it, but it's been good. Okay, that's good to hear. So I've just been trying to make progress in this game, while talking about other stuff that's been going on, while I haven't been streaming and all that. I was, well, yeah, I guess I was feeling so. Oh, I guess I didn't really say any tea per se about this, but I was just telling Z-Fly that I think it was a good thing we skipped out on a regional that I was planning to go to at some point. Or I was planning to go to. But now, after hearing the aftermath of how much of a mess it looks like it's been to try to cover things, try to essentially do damage control on it, I'm pretty glad I ended up not going. But yeah, all in all, it's just been really chilling, trying to make progress in this game and such, while talking about other things in life.
Looks like you want to die. See this? See Forget the beat and
They said there's not much to travel up this year, then.
These are deadly weapons.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm pretty much planning to just stick. Well, yeah, I don't think there's nothing else for me to really travel to that isn't in my region. Because, well, at the moment, I am planning to go to Level Up Expo next year. Well, it's pretty much a anime convention, but it also happens to have a couple of tournaments there, which I think it started with Smash before they eventually have a section for fighting games in general. It's like a regional, basically. I'm basically already confirmed for that since I bought tickets for that for next year already. Gonna be going with friends as usual. You said it's close? It's in Las Vegas too, but I mean that's just like an hour flight at most. And I'm gonna be traveling with friends as well, so. Which, I guess, next year was the time where I did want to try to go to at least Combo Breaker, if anything. Vegas is accessible for Cali folks? It is, thankfully. Which is why it also helped with going to EVO too. Yeah, Combo Breaker was something I wanted to do initially, but after seeing how EVO's gonna be at the end of June next year, I realized I don't think it's gonna work out for me to fly out for 2 months. Fly in it. Yeah, so basically Level Up, Expo, and EVO are in Vegas. Level Up is in April, Combo Breaker is in May, and EVO is going to be at the end of June, so I don't think I can do 3 months back to back of flying. 3 months of flying back. Flying there, flying to and from it every month. I don't think it's going to work out for me, unfortunately. As much as I'd like to. But, so at this point, I think I pretty much decided that next year I'm probably, like, if I could travel out of state, it pretty much would be, like, EVO and Level Up Expo. You don't want to travel where I gotta pay these bills? Heh, there's that too. Which, I guess I have the PTO to do it if I want to, but with my job, it's something I don't really wanna. It's something I don't really want to travel. I don't want to leave on the back burner for too long, just because of how busy it can be, if I do. Anyways,
A library? This is unexpected.
Wow!
Oh, well, isn't this a rare collection of tomes? You royals sure have coffers to burn.
hey, the mysterious passageway. Who could have
Books
guessed?
in the ancient tongue!
Can you read it?
Well, no, but I just...
This has nothing to do with our job.
Huh?
If you want it, just take it. Don't pretend to be noble. You're consorting with demons.
Good
That's
grief,
true.
Velvet. You can't lighten up for once in your life?
Lighten up? Did you forget we're here to kill someone?
You really want that ratty old thing? There's gotta be way pricier ones.
Yeah. I don't think I can travel for that much. Like, I wouldn't want to take too many vacations at once is all. But I do want to get used to the feeling of traveling and competing. Okay, where do we go here?
So Magulu, which way to the worship hall?
Which way indeed?
I asked you a question.
I told you I've been here before, but I never said I was an expert.
Of
And
course.
I said we'd dump you if you started to annoy me.
Dump me? Then you'll need to look for a trash can first.
I'm the fool for even trying to hold a conversation with you.
That's the spirit. Loosen up those shoulders, and the way forward ought to make itself plain.
You want this one? Mine does roll over, and I also have both sick time and PTO, all things considered.
Here I come!
However, what does suck as well, before both were basically accruing together, sick time accrues way faster than my sick time, than my PTO, all things considered. However, starting this year,
Come on, really?
yeah, I pretty much get a week of sick time too. But before I was accruing sick time and such. Before I was doing that. Which is why I actually had a decent amount of hours to... A good amount of hours to use to take... Well, I was using my sick time for PTO, basically. Which HR also encouraged it, by the way, so I wasn't doing it to sneak things in and such.
Better be ready.
But that said... All that said, now I pretty much have a set time instead, so which I didn't use most of my PTO before or sick time before I lost them.
Nothing can stop these fists.
And that's why I was pretty much using that throughout the year as my quote-unquote PTO. When I had like a bridal shower to attend. What else? I had to do some stuff with, well, trying to get my real ID, and then going to Evo. Pretty much had to, was using all my sick time, so I was able to save my PTO, thankfully, for something, for later. Which, I'll definitely use it for my... Oh, I'm getting bodied. Damn. I am at that age now, yes. But I haven't been to a whole lot, but anything can happen though.
That's all.
I refuse to fall here.
Are these amazing benefits before coming, or do you get them? Oh. Well, there's the answer for check this answer. Mine did as well. Well, Well, it's a public company, but I'm basically doing private accounting with them. Where do you apply? You could probably find something on our website. I'm not sure if there is a role for you, what you do though specifically.
Feeling nervous, Laphicet?
A bit.
I can teach you a spell that will help.
Like that eeny teeny spiny crow thing?
No, that was divination to draw back the Veil of Fate. This spell is a bit of magic that will improve your fortune. Here is what you must chant. Magicazam! See? It totally works.
I'm not sure. What did the spell do?
It's a pointless charm to dispel a
Oh, you
pointless
pivoted
worry.
to accounting?
If it's pointless, why even perform it?
Why are you on like
Because
the
humans
software
are creatures
engineer
that find
kind of thing?
themselves burdened unknowingly by pointless things. In any case, chant after me. Are you ready?
Oh,
all right.
no. I remember you specialized in math or something. It was something of
Magicazam.
the sorts, right?
I can't hear you! Try again! Magicazam!
Oh, you haven't? Oof.
Magicazam.
Once again! With feeling! Magicazam!
Magicazamazam.
Again!
Magicazamazam.
Is that all you've got?
Magicazamazam.
Shh, keep it down. We're trying to sneak in, remember?
What?
Just an old gag.
You haven't lost
Shut
it.
up.
Oof.
Ow, what was that for? I was only easing the boy's nerves.
We have more important things to worry about.
Demons and Malachim are such stiffs.
Magicazam.
Huh?
Did that help?
And now the boy consoles me. Well, that was pointless.
Anyways. Nice, haven't landed the job with that. Oof. Well, I have. I think I saw somewhere the market is sort of a struggle with that. Which that sucks. Pog, I don't need to hear it. You don't watch me compete in any of the events I compete in. What's up, Pog? Big fan? Sure. But yeah, anyways, Eli, on the other hand, people are definitely always looking for accountants. Sometimes you can put up for what kind of task you'll be doing, which I do admit, it's definitely a polarizing thing. It's either super well, I think you have experience in this already, but it's like the job's either super boring, you feel like you're not getting
We're
anything out of
finished
it,
here. Let's go.
Or you could deal with some frustrating things and ends up being a pain. As well when things get busy, then it sort of sucks.
Victory is out.
Which it can feel satisfying to complete a job, I'll admit. Yeah, at that point it's like to each their own. Ew.
Scout ships.
Can I equip anything decent? What can I give you? Okay, I don't think that. Oh wait. Okay, I can do this. I can do this for sure.
You better be ready.
Nice.
Come on, really?
Okay, so this is where we go to continue. And fight a boss, basically. So, well, let's explore a little bit more. By the way, I don't plan to stream for too long tonight. I'm really probably just gonna continue the story until I make sure of finishing this part of the story as well as continue to where I leave off next. Probably will be my plan. But I'll be live at least one more time this week. Before my local on Friday. And then, well, this weekend, there's nothing really going on for me that I plan to attend. So I'll probably be... And then next week, I don't think the local I go to is going to be happening, so... I'll definitely be streaming a good amount next week. I'll practice a bit of Street Fighter during the week, but I'll probably be focused more on streaming next week.
Are you Gideon?
I am in prayer at the moment. Who are you?
I asked you first.
Such ill manners. But what else could I expect of a demon?
Stop right there! Another accurate augury.
An ambush.
Is this more of your Reaper's curse? Or do you think the old lady sold us out?
You figured it out, didn't you? That he's running the Nectar operation.
Indeed. I followed up on each of the incidents you caused, and the trail led me all the way to the High Priest Gideon.
Yet you still defend him?
The punishment he deserves is for the Abbey to administer.
Punishment? How dare you? Do you realize how much I've done for the good of the Abbey?
Make her nice and desperate, Velvet. I just know the result will be something wonderful.
Stay out of this, witch. Stand aside. I'll take care of this right here, right now.
I cannot. The laws of the Abbey are clear.
Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try. Mayhem! Reaper's power.
That was quick. Was that deadlock?
Damn, reinforcements.
They have the advantage at range.
Crush her head.
There you are, Bienfu. Did you think you could run from your true mistress? Miss Makilu? I'm putting you back where you belong. You, descendant of the Seventh Grove, see our vows renewed. May our prayers of discontent vanish infinitesimal into the void. Remember this true name I bestow unto you, Fushi Cass!
Well then.
Oh, now it is on!
Oh, can she now fight?
That power. Are you an exorcist?
Wrong. I am a witch, for whom the universe is a plaything, and the souls of men but motes. Oh,
Hey,
but if
now
it's
she
a
can
name
fight.
you need, call me Miss Magilu.
A human consorting with demons? Have you no shame, girl?
So, playing one break rate though, then I can't really switch out characters and perform tremendous knockback. Okay. We have at least one BG you can press. Switch out a character for battle, attack with an incoming substitute fighter. Oh, okay.
On to battle.
You owe us, Maguire.
Oh, I'm nothing like Berseria. I forget my debt so fast.
Then pay us back right here.
Always invest responsibly, children.
Okay. Okay, yeah. This combat system is actually pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie now. My only gripe at the moment is just this lock-on system. This is way too dated for me.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! No escape! It's
Okay, yeah, this system is
Stand
pretty cool.
aside.
Anyways.
Wait! All I did for the sake of the Abbey. We needed money to build the temple. That's why I sold the nectar. I know I was wrong to produce so much of it, but I was only trying to help the people as best I could. Let's talk this over. Who ordered you here? Was it the sick? Was it the doctors? Or... No. Was it Artorias? I knew it! Damn his eyes! So he wants to wipe me out of existence, does he?
Of course, it's not that easy.
Bastard!
Anyways,
After
gonna
all
head
the
out.
work I did for him!
Okay, no worries, Cosmic. I appreciate you stopping by as always whenever you can. Hope you have a good night. I'll catch you next time, whatever that is. Until then, have a good one, Cosmic.
You won't be rid of me so easily!
Oh, so we have to chase him?
You can't die now! You think you could read books when you're dead?
Don't you die either, Velvet.
Priesty's getting away.
He won't. I'll hunt him down. So, not even the High Priest is immune to demon blight.
I guess he hit his limit.
Most likely. Anyways. Okay.
What was that?
Find out soon.
What is that?
The demon returned to human form? And what is that beast?
There's a barrier here.
So what? The Abbey is holding this thing captive?
This barrier. I know it well.
It seems our errand has met with success. At least technically speaking.
Right. Let's get out of here.
What did you do to the High Priest? What is this demon?
I don't know, and I don't care.
Do not mock me!
You are the mockery. What do you hope to do to me without your exorcist powers?
Who are you? Who are you people?
That was some night, though.
Stay sharp. Dawn hasn't come yet.
That was certainly something, though.
Stealing a Moloch from an exorcist. How did you pull that one off, Magilu?
Bienfu was my Moloch to begin with. Then he betrayed me and ran away from his rightful home.
Miss Mogulu treats Malakim so bad. I couldn't take it anymore. After a little while, I ran into Madame Eleanor. She was so much nicer to me.
I see. Now, just how am I going to punish you for that little slander on my character?
The bad days are here again.
You're an exorcist, then.
I'm a witch, silly. Bienfu here is the catalyst thingy for my magic.
But only exorcists can form a pact with Malakim.
Oh yeah? Says who? Someone who likes making dumb rules?
Enough, Velvet. Questioning her is a good way to go mad.
Huh, that was interesting. But anyways, we'll keep going for a little bit longer. Oh yeah, Z-Fly. I did see well, the patch is coming out tomorrow for 2XKO. And I'm hearing Yasuo got touched, but Echo and Teemo are still basically the same, or albeit whatever changes they got is not enough to keep them up. It's not gonna change them drastically or something. Have you had a chance to look at that patch out of curiosity? Because I'm hearing like some changes are like in the right direction, but they start need to do more. It needs a little bit more work or something. My my time not going as far sounds good to you. Okay, so it's like a good start, but more work needs to be done or something. Which let's hope that so. Because I know those are like the three top gear. Those are the top three in the game at the moment and all.
You did the job well, it seems.
You heard quickly.
That's about all I'm good for. And with these old ears, sometimes it's hard to hear it all.
And did you learn anything about the key for passing through the barrier?
Yes. Only the high-ranking exorcists can enter through the barrier protecting Artorius and his temple. Exorcists are considered high-ranking if they are accompanied by at least 4 greater Malachim.
So if we had 4 powerful Malachim with us, we could slip through.
But Malachim outside the Abbey's control are rare. They thought this through.
Well, I may not look it, but I'm a greater Moloch.
Aizen, Laphicet, and Bienfu. So we just need one more.
We'll have to steal it then.
So I have to come too? Sounds like a pain.
Then stay. We don't need you. We'll keep Bienfu, though.
You have no courtesy. How about, it would be an honor, Madame Magilu? More like that.
Would you come if we asked? To attack the shepherd?
Depends on how you ask. A battle between shepherd and demon sounds like a real fine spectacle.
I'm afraid this is just how Miss Magilu is.
Miss Magilu, I would like it if you came with us. Please.
Laphicet.
Well, what choice does that leave me? I suppose I could tag along a little while longer.
You can count on me.
Melchior will be there. You and I still share the same goal.
Our business is done. You can have this back.
Keep it, dear. As long as you have that, we will count you as an ally worthy of aid.
Allies of the ones trying to kill the Savior? You might regret that.
Such a considerate young lady. Listen, dear, all of us live on the fringes of their so-called reason, do we not?
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Velvet, wait.
My.
I can't blame him. It's been a long night.
Some aid for your allies?
Of course. Right away.
You're finally up.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. Getting sleepy or hungry is a natural part of life. I won't eat you.
What about your wounds? Feeling pain? That's also natural, right?
I'm fine. It was nothing.
You're really tough, aren't you, Velvet?
You have to be tough if what you seek is revenge.
Revenge?
We're leaving. Rokuro and the others are waiting at the plaza.
Okay, anyways, Teemo getting his bugs fixed and added lag. Okay, so, yeah, it sounds like stuff in the right direction, but probably won't change a whole lot, which, well, I guess that's sort of the unfortunate thing with 2XKO. The fact that the roster's just, well, it has a really small roster to begin with for attack fighters, so you can't really, you probably don't want to kill a lot of characters this early on.
Morning, especially after
Echo
a
projectile
long
on their
night
team?
of meting punishment on my
Gotcha.
heartless betrayer.
My poor battered body.
You
Damn.
better not kill our key.
You're one to talk. Better not eat the boy. He's your precious key now.
I know.
Oh? You're facing the Shepherd and an Empyrean. Old Shepsy's one thing, but Empyreans are,
You happy with the
you
design?
know, just
It's good to
gods
hear.
who created the world.
Like, good that changes
you think
did
you can
come,
win
though.
just by smacking it around a bit?
That's no Empyrean. It's a phony. Artorias is just using a legend to control the people. Wouldn't a true god be able to do something about the demon blight?
You don't believe in Innominat?
I believe there exists something people call Innominat. But it's just a Moloch that used a special art to bring the other Molochim into our world.
You sound confident.
I witnessed it 3 years ago.
Well, if it's not actually a god we're against, we just might stand a chance.
Of course we do. And ultimately, our target is Artorias. I don't care about anything else.
Revenge against Artorias. For her brother.
All right, Laphicet. Which way is the Empyrean's throne?
It was north of Logris. In the mountains up the Danan Highway.
If exorcists are keeping up their inspections, they might provide us a chance to steal another Moloch.
I sent my men a Sylph-J with orders to scout out the inspectors. With their information, we'll be able to plan the attack.
We can meet up at Port Zexon.
That's the plan.
But yeah, I'm hearing, like I said, I'm hearing they're a step in the right direction, though. Which that is good to know. And I think they did mention they have a planned schedule for it or something going forward. Like every 5 weeks or something.
Those Sylph-Jays are handy little birds,
Which that is
aren't
very
they?
healthy for the
Not
game.
only will they always find their destination, they can make for emergency rations in a pinch. I hear grilled Sylph-J goes rather well with a nice glass of the hard stuff.
It's because of the work those birds do for us that we're able to stay one step ahead of the Abbey. Those birds are indispensable to us pirates, and we consider them a part of our crew. Don't even joke about eating them.
All right. Still, I wonder how they actually do their thing. I know that carrier pigeons rely on their homing instincts, but Sylph-Jays can locate a person wherever they are, right?
They're really smart birds. I read in a book that rather than memorizing locations, they can pick up on people's wavelengths. When you send out a Sylph-J, the bird can sense the change in your thoughts and will seek out the recipient you have in mind.
I hardly ever see them in the wild. Are they a kind of Moloch or something?
No, they're not Molochim. They're just an incredibly rare species native to an island in the north. It's a funny story. A chance storm sent us docking at that island, and a mother Sylph-J got blown onto our ship, eggs, nest, and all. Sadly, the mother bird died almost immediately. But Benwick stepped in and kept her eggs safe and warm.
So that's why they're so attached to him. Usually, they're really hard to train as messenger birds, too.
That's Benwick for you. He's always had a knack for things that would give other people trouble.
Maybe when they hatched, they took one look at his wild hair and mistook him for their mother.
You know what? They are comfortable enough with him to use his head for their nest. So you might have a point. Now that you mention it, he did ask me not to hit him on the head, because one of the Sylph-Jays just laid her eggs.
Well, if more birds are on the way, we could just eat one to see how it tastes.
No! Don't even think about it!
It was worth a try.
But yeah, hopefully everything is like pretty much in the right direction, basically.
Hey, I remember you. I'd never forget someone. You're those traveling misfits. The ones who did that dove act in Logris. Mad Lou's Menagerie, right?
It's Moggy Lou's menagerie. Get it right or pay the price. So, you saw us in Logris?
That's right. I was there on Port Zexon business. I really looked forward to seeing you perform, but it never happened. But today's my lucky day. How about performing here in Port Zexon tomorrow? I want to see that sullen girl go coo again. It was hilarious. And that magician's dove trick, too.
Sure, but I'll have you know we don't come cheap.
Oh, I've got the money. I'd pay anything to see that again.
No.
Oh, come on, please.
Take a hint.
Hey now, don't be like that.
Sorry, friend. Best give it up. Otherwise, my apprentice here might show you a special trick she's been itching to practice. One where she makes you disappear.
Ooh, that sounds fun. Do
Oh
it.
boy.
If you insist. But just a warning, there's no guarantee you'll make it back. Still want to try?
Wait, seriously?
Seriously. And remember, it's Magilou's menagerie. See you at our next show.
Yeah.
Scout ship.
Which, out of curiosity, Z5, do you know when this, well, phase 0 ends for rank? I assume it'll be like for like 3-ish months, so it probably will end when the year starts or
I
something.
hear the High Priest was injured and will be recuperating somewhere for the near future. The church is saying he was cleaning his villa when something fell off a shelf and hit him. But there's also rumors that thieves snuck into the palace and attacked him. If that's true, who could have done it? He's always been there for the people, and everyone looks up to him.
What a terrible rumor.
Indeed. I want to believe it's just that, a rumor. But
Say
it's
again?
got the children
I was just
all
wondering, do you know
frightened.
when the current rank phase ends for?
Liar! Sis saw you crying. I'm the one who's not
The current
scared
rank
at
phase
all.
ends
If
for
any bad guys show
2XKO?
up, I'll handle them.
Which,
Ooh, scary.
I assume it's gonna be
I'm
for
sure
like
bad
3
guys won't
months,
come
so
near you.
Something fell off a shelf? Nice.
maybe
They're doing a
sometime.
really good job of covering this up.
If it got out that
Next
the High
month,
Priest was
in
murdered,
January?
and in the castle of all places, the people would lose faith in the government.
Because I know it's like every season there's gonna be a new character, and there's gonna be 5 seasons per year basically in game. So I need to try to calculate. Yeah, so I'm just curious about the schedule and such with how to go about it. So it's like 10 weeks. Okay, so a little over 2 weeks then. A little under 3. Gotcha. I was just kind of curious how to do it, since I know some games pretty much vary depending on how they're doing it, which Street Fighter 6, well, unlike the other games, like Riot pretty, well, 2XKO does have a traditional system that involves like rank resets and such, like other free-to-play games. Street Fighter and other fighting games like Guilty Gear and Grand Blue and now Fatal Fury, they pretty much have a system where it only matters once you hit the Master's equivalents.
Ah, right, I know. That's what I said.
Magilou, you know how to speak dog?
Of course, it's
But that's
Witchery
a decent amount of time,
101.
I'd say.
Wow. What's it saying?
Humans always say every dog has its day, but I've never met a dog that had its own day. What about me? When's my time in the limelight? As you can see, he's very upset.
And then
Sorry,
Pokemon
boy.
Unite.
It's
I
a
know that used to be
dog-eat-dog
like
world out there.
a few months, but it feels weird how it's like basically a little over a month now, which I'm not complaining, but I just found it interesting to adjust to when I started playing again. Anyways, now we head to the ports.
Hello again. I'm Bienfu Amalek. Nice to meet you all. Just so you know, I'm a greater Moloch. You're a greater Moloch too, Laphicet. I'm sure we'll get along great.
I'm classified as a greater Moloch?
That should be no surprise. You've got a lot of power, despite your appearance. You're a greater Moloch too, aren't you, Izem?
So I've been told, but I can't say I care for measures made by folks who tether my kind.
I didn't know that's what it was.
I'm sorry.
No, don't worry about it. Just promise me you won't judge your own value from a label given to you by others.
I won't. I promise.
What if that's all that gives me self-worth?
They're pirates and demons. Pay them no heed. To me, you are the greatest of all.
The greatest? Do you really mean it? Oh, Miss Magilou, you're so kind! You've changed so much since I left.
But you haven't changed at all. You are eternally my greatest servant.
Oh, I don't want to be the greatest then! Oh, this is bad, bad!
And our roster of the oblivious grows longer.
Okay. Oh yeah, Z-Fly. I was sort of just looking up since it sort of popped up on my feed, but... Well... It looks like someone else from Smash basically got cancelled. Unfortunately. Looks like it. From what I was skimming.
Yeah, seriously. I know, come on.
You'll probably
What's his
find it
dog
if you
saying?
roam it. Just look
Humans
at
always say, let
Twitter
sleeping
once.
dogs lie. But do you ever let me nap? No. Stop all the petting and let me sleep. I mean, come on. Practice what you preach. That's what I always say. You
Which I
humans are
promise
all
you,
bark and
I'm
no
not going out
bite.
my
As
way
you
to
can
find
see,
these
she has a lot of criticism for the
these things
systematic injustices
happen.
practiced by a
They literally
hypocritical
just
and
keep popping up on my
tyrannical human
timeline.
society.
That is one
Just because I do
astute
follow
doggy.
people I know associated with Smash still. Unfortunately. I'm not even trying to ask for it. I just end up seeing it. Who was it? A certain Steve player whose name starts with an O. Anyway, you don't really go on Twitter anymore? That's actually good. That's actually good that you don't. Which, I mean, I really only do it just for, like, well, a mixture of things like to keep up with people I know, or just to see funny retweets and such. You saw it at the top of your page? It sounds about
Lord
right.
Artorias' speech really struck a chord with me. I'm sure everyone else in town feels the same way. Actually, it would be problematic if they don't.
Why would you have a problem with that?
One word, lady. Business. The ceremony to move the great Empyrean Innominat is going on now, right? After a speech as moving as that, anyone would want to offer a prayer to the new Empyrean, which is why I'm selling commemorative chalices. They've just come in from Port Zexon.
Oh, Innominat's blessings are many indeed. Are you decorating the chalices with anything?
I'm just about to deliver them to the craftsman to get them engraved.
I just hope all this effort doesn't go to waste.
Impossible! This is the perfect opportunity. I guess amateurs just don't get it.
I may not know business, but I know how this story ends.
Artorias, this ceremony, all of it. I'll end this by my own hand.
Yeah, like I said, I promise you, I'm not going out my way to find them.
What's that?
They just keep coming to me.
That
Unfortunately.
statement could shake the very foundation of man's relationship with his self-professed best friend!
Huh? What did he just say?
Humans call us man's best friend, but they consort with the foul felines. The hound may be faithful, but not the man, he quietly stated, a look of betrayal in his eyes.
That's a shock. I didn't know dogs felt that way about us.
You jealous dog, you.
But yeah, all things considered, every time stuff like this happens, it's also another day I'm grateful I stopped playing Smash and stopped being involved with our scene. Which, granted, I do keep in touch with a group of people from there in a group chat, and they basically told me the Smash scene in our state basically exists primarily in LA, for better or worse. But either way, I'm glad I'm no longer involved with our scene. Hey, this guy again.
Come, sinner, and repent your wicked deeds.
Are you talking to me, perchance?
I am. You look so deeply sinful I wouldn't even know where to begin. Now confess!
Oh, how long have I waited to bare my soul to someone? But I've always lacked the courage. Praise be to the Empyreans who have bestowed upon me this chance today!
Ah, your devotion to the Empyreans is most...
No! It is you who has captured my devotion, my darling! There's no one else I want but you!
Oh
What?
boy.
Me? But my life is in service to the Empyreans.
The gaslighting is
I want
real.
you to look at me the way I look at you. Hold me, darling! Smother me in your embrace!
I don't...
Those were the kind of lines I read in a romance novel. It wasn't even that exciting a book. I wasted so many hours with that piece of trash. Please, forgive me for not putting myself to better use.
Ah! Lying to a priest! How could you?
Oh no, I meant to confess my sins, but instead my confession was another sin! Forgive me, Father, I've transgressed once more.
I don't want to forgive you!
Yeah, that was funny. But anyways, I will admit, this kind of thing with Smash doesn't only happen in Smash, but unfortunately, it just feels like Smash is just the best breeding ground for stuff like this to happen, unfortunately. Which is why I'm glad I'm pretty much just involved with my friends in the local scene for Street Fighter. But there's some people out of state that I'm pretty chill with, that I've met IRL. They're cool too. But that's why I don't really try to force myself to be buddy-buddy of everyone at that point.
Man, I've been feeling really out of it recently. I was much happier when I was drinking sweet, sweet nectar. It suddenly got a lot harder to get. The price shot up 20 times in the black market. I came to the capital hoping it'd be easier to find, but no one's got any.
Give it up. It's got vermilion ore in it.
What? Vermilion ore? I heard that stuff is crazy addictive. Real bad news.
It'll be easier to quit now that it's harder to find. Real sailors don't need that crap, right?
Yeah, you're right. I don't need nectar. From now on, I'm going to the bar after work. Hey, buddy, thanks for the tip.
Anyways. You like keep it tight circles now? Same.
Outs at Port Zexon.
So much easier to manage.
Don't waste my time.
You only go to events now if you don't know you're gonna hang on you? Yep. Definitely can't imagine going to stuff on my own now.
You really do have a peculiar air about you.
Yeah, I don't think you're one of two.
On to battle.
But thankfully, at least with the people that, well, at locals and such, even if I don't know them, they can at least just be chill and get along at the very least.
We're
So at least
finished
there's
here.
that.
Let's go.
Guess it's time to fight.
I just don't talk to you as much, basically, at that point, which, all things considered, not gonna vibe with everyone, but...
Well, that about does it.
As long as we can have some decency amongst each other while we're
What's
there.
the matter, Laffy
I'm
said?
cool with that.
You look like you're not feeling well.
Doesn't he always?
You can stay out of this.
You're a demon swordsman. Aizen is a cursed Moloch. Magilu is a bizarre witch. But what am I?
Turning existential here.
You're Velvet's tool and emergency rations, aren't you?
That's what Lady
Emergency
Teresa
ration.
called me too. A tool. But I'm alive.
I get it. You're starting to wonder what your place in the world is. In that case, there's only one answer. You have to decide it.
Huh?
It's all up to you. It depends on what you want.
That's what it means to be alive. You control the rudder of your life. Your hands on the wheel.
My life. My rudder.
Doubts are okay too. They're just further proof you're alive.
I'll protect you until you find your answer. Your arts have helped me often enough.
All right. I don't really understand. But thank you.
Pretty words and all. But take care who you listen to, kid. Demons and reapers, remember?
I hear there's a wicked witch about too.
Get going or get left behind.
Ah! We risk the wrath of the revenging reprobate! For now,
Let's sign
let
off.
our
Thanks for saying, have a good
runners
night.
take us
Okay, for
forward.
sure, Steve Flash. I appreciate you sticking around and hanging around while you can. Hope you have a good night. I'll catch you next time, whenever that is. I don't think I'm going to be streaming for too much longer either myself, so you won't be missing too much. But like I said, I'll probably be live again later this week, before Friday. But have a good one. Bye. Ouch.
I'll cut down anyone in my way.
Yeah, I'm just gonna continue the story, probably get to the next
Everyone
section,
ready to play?
and call this game.
Stop fooling around.
But I'm serious about my fooling around.
Serious about your fooling around. Sure. But yeah, so I haven't played this one in a couple days to say the least, but like I said, even though this game is dated in some aspect, I am having a good time with it. At the very least. Oh, how did I miss this chest? But yeah, I'm having a good time. I am looking forward to seeing what the rest of this game overall has to offer me. Which, by the way, I don't think this game is... Oh, I guess these chests just spawn stuff, whatever. But yeah, overall, I don't particularly think this game is up there for me in terms of RPG still. But I will admit I am at least able to have a good time with what I've experienced so far. Which I'm a little surprised about, but I guess it's also a good thing, because otherwise I would have quit this game already if I wasn't enjoying it. Like we go unsolved? Well, good thing you don't know who did it. Anyways, I guess the ideal time is that I try to beat this before the end of the year, which I still have some time to do until then. But we'll see.
Did the Sylph J reach your men?
Yeah, they're scouting the checkpoints.
They're not back yet?
No, but they won't be long.
Let's rest for a bit. I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too.
We'll rest until the scouts are back then.
We'll top up everyone we
No
can.
way. You managed to get some? Shh, idiot. Not so loud. Behold, the finest drink there is. Ileana Red. If Benwick and the others find out we have it, they'll drink the whole thing.
Wait, you didn't tell them about it?
Of course not. Those guys couldn't care less what they stuff down their gullets, as long as it gets the job done. The subtle notes of this exquisite libation would be lost on those louts.
Well said. Now, I believe some Rucarella cheese would complement this Ileana nicely. We'll have to hide the bottle until we can get our hands on some.
Leave that to me.
Wow, talk about oblivious.
Okay. I'm gonna assume... Okay, I'm gonna be locked out going back there, so it's fine.
There we go. Fully stocked and ready to sail.
Great. We set sail the moment the scouts get back. Stay here and be ready to go at a moment's notice.
Aye, aye.
There's no telling what'll happen at the Empyrean's throne. Be ready for the worst.
Is there something worse than being around you, First Mate?
Just be ready.
Aye, aye, aye. If anything goes wrong, send a Sylph J, and we'll come running.
Be ready for the worst, huh?
Yeah, that's blocked off, so... We'll just continue. Anyways, I guess if I stream again, it probably will be Thursday, if anything. I feel like that would be the best time for me to stream. But we'll see.
I gave the boy an apple, too. Aren't I the kindest girl alive?
An apple.
Would you like one? This time I want you to crow like a
No, thank you.
Miss, are you really planning to fight Artorias?
Well, the boy did ask me so sweetly.
But you'd have no chance.
Are you defying me? Did the old man give you orders?
Not at all.
Then you're coming with me. If things get too hot, we can run. And if we die, then...
That's that. I know.
You're a quick one, little Bienfu. But I do hope you'll struggle as long as possible. I need you around for when I'm bored, after all.
Okay. And there's Laphicet. Eating all the apples.
Is it good?
It's tart, and yet sweet.
No thanks. I wouldn't be able to taste it anyway.
Oh.
You sure like the sea?
I'm afraid of the sea. The waves, sharks, all this strange fish. But at the same time, it's huge and full of wonder. When I let myself think about what might be over the horizon, it's exciting.
My brother, he loved the sea too.
Your brother? Really?
He'd sit on the cape, just staring at it. I told him he'd catch cold in that ocean wind, but he never listened to a word I said. Your way of looking at the world is so much like his. I wish I bought him that compass. I wish we could have traveled together like he wanted.
Hey! The scouts are back, everyone!
Nice.
Laphicet, you know you don't have to do this if you don't want to.
I'm going with you, Velvet.
I see.
Okay. Well, now we head out, I believe, or really close. Yeah, I'm just gonna get off this place, and then we'll head to the next area.
You say he was using a pendulum?
Aye, sir. And he blasted all the inspectors. I think he'd be a match for even the captain.
Thank you. I'll look into this for myself.
Hold it. What's going on?
The Exorcist inspection team was attacked by a pendulum-wielding Moloch.
The same type of weapon was found at the place the captain vanished from.
And so you think the attacker is the one who took the captain?
I don't know, but this can't be coincidence.
Ifrit is in the custody of exorcists. Why would they attack their own?
What will you do? One of your keys is running off.
I'm going after him. If they're already in disarray, causing more confusion will only benefit us.
Pandemonium! My favorite!
Okay.
Great.
Eisen sure picked an inconvenient time to run off, though, didn't he?
I can't blame him. He's got his own purpose.
I see. Who are you? Oh yeah, you're that person. I guess this isn't too bad. Which, either way, I'm a call here. So, didn't stream for crazy long tonight, but I think I made some decent progress to make it worthwhile. Anyways. Yeah, I'll be back sometime this week. Probably Thursday, but it could be tomorrow, depending on how I'm feeling. But anyways, regardless, for everyone that stopped by, thank you for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time. Till then, take care everyone, and have a good night.